the last time that we chatted, we talked a little bit about what mindfulness was our first video. In the last mindfulness video, we talked a little bit about why mindfulness is important. So today, I would like to talk about how do we start practicing being more mindful? Just a little bit of tips and tricks without adding more stress to our life, because that's the last thing that we want to do, right? How can we start using mindfulness without it feeling intimidating? We don't want to add more. We don't want our shoulders to be up to here when we think about it. Oh my God, it's just one more thing I have to add. I got to be mindful for 10 minutes. This is ridiculous. No, we don't play that game here, okay? Here's what I would like for you to do. The next time you're cooking, I simply want you to be present with your cooking, not thinking about the chores that you have to do afterwards, the housekeeping, getting the kids ready for bed, whatever you gotta do after you finish that food. I want you to focus on the cooking, the smells, the textures, the sensations of cutting your vegetables. Your cucumbers are super crunchy. And it sounds so simple. Think about when we were in kindergarten, right? We learned soft, hard, crispy, those type of things. I want you to focus on those types of things and be mindful of them. Just be present with what you're doing while you're cooking. You don't cook? Fine. Let's try brushing your teeth. Kind of what I was talking about in a previous video. I'm gonna focus on how that toothbrush feels in your mouth, right? How do your teeth feel? How does your toothpaste smell? How does it taste? And we're gonna practice being mindful for 2 minutes while we brush our teeth. And then that's how we're gonna start out. Slow practices that we're simply incorporating into things that we already do. Is there a thing that we do every single day that we could simply be a little bit more mindful on, and it would help us calm our bodies down without us even realizing it? So instead of revving up when you're brushing your teeth because you're thinking about all the things you gotta do for the rest of the today, or the things you gotta do tomorrow if you're brushing your teeth at night, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna simply focus on brushing our teeth. So it's these little things that we can do. We're gonna try to focus on our 5 external senses. And I'll explain a little bit more in some different videos about what I mean by external senses. I would like for you to try that this week. How are you gonna be more mindful in your everyday life without adding more to your plate? I'm not asking you to add 5-10 minutes of meditation, anything like that, even though if you want to, completely behind you and support you, I think it's absolutely amazing. Great. We'll get there eventually. How can you practice being mindful with the things that you already do? How can you be more mindful and present in conversations that you have? How can you just be more mindful when you're driving down the road? Instead of thinking about all the things you gotta do, just focus on where you're going. The trees that are passing, the bird, that car up ahead of you that's slowly hitting the brakes, that type of thing. Just be more present. That is what I want you to do. And I would love to hear how it helps you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.